Good morning everyone and welcome to the presentation on the graphs of charts. I am Vishwanath Rai, Assistant Professor English, Rangpur Government City College, Rangpur. In this presentation, I will discuss a bar graph. In this slide, you find a question. Let's read the question first. The chart shows the population growth rate of Bangladesh in the years from 1990 to 2013 in percentage. Describe the chart in at least 80 words. Before answering the question, we should make a plan. And while answering this question, we will follow this plan. In the answer, we will develop the introduction, main features of body, and overview in conclusion. And this is the structure. We will answer the question in two paragraphs. Introduction will be written in one paragraph, and main features of body plus overview in conclusion will be written in another paragraph. In this slide, I will show you how to write an introduction for a graph or chart. In the introduction, you will just repeat the question. You will paraphrase the question using some different words and phrases. Here, the graph. Instead of the graph, we can use the bar graph because the graph we are discussing is a bar graph. So instead of this, we can use the bar graph. Instead of shows, we can use presents, demonstrates, illustrates, provides information about any one of the four. The population growth rate, instead of this, we can use the rate at which population increases. In Bangladesh, we can use the same thing, or we can use in our country. From 1990 to 2013, we can paraphrase this as from a period, in a period from 1990 to 2013. And percentage, this can be paraphrased as per 100 a year. So we can write the introduction in this way. The bar graph provides information about the rate at which population increases in Bangladesh per 100 year in a period from 1990 to 2013. And there are 25 words in the introduction. So my dear students, in the introduction, you will just rewrite the question. You will paraphrase the question using some different words, some synonymous words and phrases. And now the main features or body. These are the key points or the main features of the graph. This blue bar shows the population growth rate in 1990. In 1990, the population growth rate was 4.9%, and this is the highest percentage. This black bar shows the population growth rate in 1995, and that year the growth rate of population was 4.7%, and this is 0.2% less than the rate in 1990. This white bar shows the population growth rate in 2000, and in 2000 the growth rate of population was 3.9%, and this rate is 0.8% lower than the rate in 1995. This yellow bar shows the population growth rate in 2005. In 2005, the growth rate of population was 3.3%, and this is 0.6% less than the rate in 2000. This rosy bar shows the growth rate of population in 2010, and this is the second lowest, and the rate was 2.37%, and this rate is 0.93% less than the rate in 2005. In 2013, this green bar shows the growth rate of population in 2013, and that year the growth rate was 1.37%, and this rate is 1% less than the rate in 2010, and this is the lowest rate. So while writing the body, we should write or develop these key points in sentences, and we can write the body in this way. The graph shows the highest rate of population growth, which is 4.9% in 1990. In 1995, the rate declined by 0.2%. In 2000, the rate of population growth was 3.9%, which is 0.8% lower than the rate in 1995. The same trend continues. In 2005 and 2010, the rate of population growth was 3.3% and 2.37% respectively. The rate of 2005 was 0.6% less than that of 2000. Next census in 2010 presents a fall of 0.93% than 2005. In 2013, the rate of population growth was 1.37%, which is the lowest and 1% less than that of 2010. In the body, there are 99 words. And now the overview in conclusion. In the overview, you will just mention the trend as you find in the graph, and we will write the overview in the conclusion. So in the overview in conclusion, you will just mention the trend in one or two sentences, and this is the trend line, and this trend line shows a continuous fall or decline or decrease, and here the difference is 0.2%, and from this one to this one 0.8%, and from the white bar to yellow bar the difference is 0.6%, and from the yellow bar to rosy bar the difference is 0.93%, and from the rosy bar to green bar the difference is 1%. That is, though we find a continuous fall, the rate of fall increases, but sometimes decreases, and we find a fluctuation in the rate of fall: 0.2, 0.8, 0.6, 0.93 and 1. That is, we find a fluctuation in the rate of fall. So we can write the overview in conclusion in this way. From the data, a falling trend of the population growth is quite clear, and there is a fluctuation in the rate of fall. There is a fluctuation, that is, we find 0.2% decrease, then 0.8% decrease, then 0.6% decrease. So 0.2, 0.8, 0.6, then again the rate increases, 0.93% decrease, and then 1% decrease. That's, we find a fluctuation in the rate of fall, but we find a continuous fall. So we have written the overview in conclusion in this way. From the data, a falling trend of the population growth. Falling trend of the population growth is quite clear, and there is a fluctuation in the rate of fall. This is the complete answer. The bar graph provides information about the rate at which population increases in Bangladesh for 100 a year in a period from 1990 to 2013. The graph shows the highest rate of population growth, which is 4.9% in 1990. In 1995, the rate declined by 0.2%. In 2000, the rate of population growth was 3.9%, which is 0.8% lower than the rate in 1995. The same trend continues. In 2005 and 2010, the rate of population growth was 3.3% and 2.37% respectively. The rate of 2005 was 0.6% less than that of 2000. Next census in 2010 presents a fall of 0.93% than 2005. In 2013, the rate of population growth was 1.37%, which is the lowest and 1% less than that of 2010. From the data, a falling trend of the population growth is quite clear, and there is a fluctuation in the rate of fall. In the complete answer, there are 147 words. In the question, you have been told to write an answer of at least 80 words, and here in the answer there are 147 words. This is not so big, and this is not small in size, so you can say this is an ideal answer. This is an ideal size. So my dear students, developing these things, I mean introduction, overview, main features of body, and conclusion, or you can write the overview in conclusion in an answer, and you should have a plan. You should follow a particular structure. You can write the whole answer in one paragraph or in 2 paragraphs. Even you can write the answer in 3 paragraphs also. And here I have answered this question in 2 paragraphs. Introduction in 1 paragraph, and the main features of body plus overview in conclusion in another paragraph. So my dear students, following these techniques, you can easily analyze a chart or graph. You can answer a question easily. That's all today. Thank you very much.